This team called themselves Complexity, and they stood as one of the most amazing symbols of esports dominance for quite some time, being one of the greatest and most confident teams to ever play.
Let's go. We are the best fucking team. We are the best fucking players. We are the greatest to ever play Call of Duty. We're about to shit on their fucking lives. We're gonna end this game. We're going home. UMG champs 5-peat. I don't give a fuck. We're winning every tournament. We're going undefeated this year. This shit is about to be a joke. Teams are gonna want to ban us from the league. They're not gonna play. We're winning champs. We're winning every event. We are the greatest. No one can hang with us. Let's go.
And for a long time, nobody could hang with the team. Complexity's first great glory came in the darkest hour of another team. They saw the downfall of Impact, the downfall that they themselves had brought upon the team. And with Impact's downfall, Complexity found themselves quickly rising to prove that they instead were the greatest team in Call of Duty esports. Eventually, their journey would lead them to this stage. But how was Complexity to get here? Complexity's story began as Quantic Leverage, a team that featured TP and Aches who would eventually go on to find Complexity. After joining Complexity, the new roster would find itself with its first big victory at Machinima's online Frag Cup 4 on Black Ops 2, where they would outlast Juke to take first place. The team then took their talents to UMG Chicago, where they would come up with a second place finish against Optic Gaming.
Now, Big T gets a kill on Crimson though. It's a 3-on-3 situation now. Big Timer looking through. And Eggs picks up a kill on American. And Huge Play, Big Timer picks a big kill. And now Scum picks up on Eggs, and there's a 1v2. And then TP's stuck in the corner. It's going to be all up to this. And they have position onto this. And this is it. This is it. We do this all day.
After the game, Complexity would see itself with a sportsmanship issue between Aches and Nadeshot during a handshake. The team then put themselves through two fourth-place finishes, one at MLG Dallas and one at the 2013 Call of Duty Championship. Looking to improve, the team decided that it would be time to move on with Too Quick. They then found themselves replacing him with Clayster, which proved to be one of the most beneficial moves the team had made to date. Then, their most defining moment would come at the MLG Spring Championship. Here they would face off against the greatest team in Black Ops 2. This was Freako Impact, a team who just came off of an amazing 4-peat, including winning the Call of Duty Championship. But on Meltdown S&D, Complexity showed who was up next.
Trying to be crowned your Anaheim champions. It can happen here in 23 seconds.
Crim 6 and Aches have the front unlocked. TP watching them flank. One go away on Crim is gonna do it!
That is it! Complexity takes out Impact, and they are crowned the winners of MLG Anaheim. Something that no one thought could be done. Could Impact ever lose to anybody in Call of Duty? You had even the European teams come over here thinking maybe they could knock them out. The North American teams struggling with it. And finally, Complexity picks up Clayster, puts together just a team that can make it happen, and Impact just falls off the throne there, and Complexity is crowned your winners. Good sportsmanship from everybody across the board. Gotta give it up to Impact. One of the most impressive runs in the history of Call of Duty.
Little did anyone know, the end of Impact's run was the beginning of another, even bigger run, and that run would belong to Complexity. At Gfinity 1, they'd have the opportunity to prove that their earlier victory over Impact was not a coincidence. They would do it once again, right here, taking a first-place victory at Gfinity 1.
Absolute insane game coming out of him as Complexity. They get the 3-peat now. Of course, Epsilon, they currently hold the record. They won 4 in a row, but Complexity, they could do the same.
At UMG Atlanta, they would pick up their third consecutive first-place victory. After finishing second at the MLG PAX Prime Invitational when they were defeated by Unite in the championship, Complexity would head back to Gfinity for Gfinity 2. Here, they would pull out a startlingly strong victory.
Is the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Aches is gonna finish strong. It is Complexity, the two-time Gfinity champions, taking home the $30,000 grand prize after falling 2 games behind in the...
With the release of Call of Duty Ghosts, Complexity would be forced to change over to the game, which proved to be no more difficult for them than Black Ops 2 had been. In the MLG Fall Championship, they would face off against Team Caliber. Here, TK would force them into overtime after an amazing blitz game.
This is their last real legitimate setup here as he gets taken out. TK applying the pressure. We might go into yet another overtime and blitz. This is insane.
Neslo, Sharp, Goonjar all at the base. Neslo's got no one looking at him, but this guy gets one. Can he get in?
Oh my
and
God!
Neslo,
Oh my God!
yes, he got the point! He got the point!
He got that! What an amazing play! Oh my goodness!
But then it was on the next round of Search and Destroy on Octane. Here, Complexity showed who was hands down the better team coming out of Call of Duty
Deal with it
Ghosts.
just like that. TP is going to put the bomb down any second. He's going to find a player first. Down goes TP. And it looks like they have given TK some time, but there you see Aches with another pick, the last one alive is Sharp, and he's out! Sharp has gone down, and Complexity has taken another MLG title.
This is remarkable play. I mean, I don't know how many times in the past 6 months I've had to announce Complexity, your winners, your champions. They did it again. They showed everyone they were the best Black Ops 2 team, and now what they're doing for Call of Duty Ghosts is remarkable.
But after the Fall Championship, Complexity would face a major backlash for a roster move that some argued they should have never made.
So, about 2 days ago, I got called up, or I got texted by a friend of mine asking if I was dropped from Complexity around like 2 in the afternoon. I thought it was like a joke, you know, we troll all the time, so I said just LOL. And then I texted the group chat with Complexity and I said, hey, you guys want to explain this to me? I mean, Hector said that you guys tried to pick up Scump about a month ago, like, are you trying to get rid of me? And then Tyler TP called me like an hour and a half later or so, and he just said, well, I didn't know about this till this morning. And so I immediately knew I was dropped. As soon as you get a phone call like that, with somebody saying something like that, you kind of instantly know. So I kind of started defending myself right there, and he's like, just hold on, dude, just wait and talk to the other two, And finally we get in a Skype call together, and they tell me that it's been a long time coming, and that they're choosing to go with a different route for the future.
This new route would also lead them to success, as dropping Clayster did little to affect the team's hopes, as picking up Karma led them to win even more titles. Here at UMG Philly, they would fall 0-2 to FaZe, but would pull a spectacular comeback that would once again push to round 5 on Octane S&D.
Yes, unavailable because this is about to get wild. FaZe versus Complexity. It all comes down to this one round of Search and Destroy.
And the members of FaZe are on the offensive. And so, he's able to pick up the first kill. That's going to be on TP. The smoke coming in exceptionally late. Very, very questionable plays there, just because of how late the stun was.
Exactly that. Now, can FaZe capitalize? They have the one-man advantage. Replay still with that bomb, trying to get some control. And look at the map control they have over at B. There's one player from FaZe. Who is that? Classic. He's put himself in such a good position right now.
I don't believe he has any smoke.
I don't think he does.
I don't know.
But whilst all this is going on, I believe the bomb is being planted. Now Classic, watch for him to go huge. One up top. He is going to get out. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 2. Replays needs to try and get away. He is going to be able to now. It's going to be all.
It's a 3-on-2.
It's a 1-on-3.
It's a 1-on-3.
Replays
all
needs
up
to
to
go
replays.
big for his team.
Replay spots one guy. Choosing not to shoot him.
Gets a kill.
He kills one. There's 2 guys in the middle of the
There he goes down.
And Complexity is going to come back. He's down 2-0 as Karma is going to defuse the bomb, and they will now advance to winners bracket round number 3.
The team made the decision to drop out of the Winter Championship and instead prepare themselves for the Call of Duty World Championship. Here at the World Championship, they would end up taking first place after annihilating Envy.
Is in their favor as big as possible. Complexity has this one locked up, Fwiz.
Man, 3-0 sweep. I'm surprised that that's actually how everything went down here, but ultimately Complexity is going to be able to pull it out, and they are going to be crowned your 2014 World Champion winners here What an amazing play by them. I mean, look at these guys. The bro love is coming out. Complexity, obviously the favorites.
All right, guys, we are down here on the floor with Complexity. This is such a huge win for you guys. I mean, how are you feeling right now?
It's pretty crazy, you know. We're world champions. It's my second one. This is exactly what we wanted.
Well, okay. I gotta ask you, Patrick. You are now the Call of Duty world champion. Is Complexity the greatest team in the history of Call of Duty?
It's just a start. We're going undefeated this entire year. I love my team. We're the best team in the game. No one's going to touch us at all.
TP, I got to ask you too. How do you feel, buddy?
I'm so proud of my teammates. We finally have a core 4 of guys that just want it more than everyone else. Props to everyone else that played against us, but we want it more. We showed it here. World champs.
This team that was described as the best to ever play the game then went on to take UGC Niagara before doing something that left everyone surprised.
That I'm also going to be talking about the purchase from Evil Geniuses of the Complexity squad. They basically bought them for the rumor price of $70,000 last night. We're actually over the couple of weeks, but it was announced last night. So what this means is that 8, Karma, TP, Crim6, and Mr. X are no longer a part of Cole. They are a part of Evil Geniuses, which is a brand that specializes in having organizations in different esports teams such as League of Legends, StarCraft, or any sort of fighting game.
At the 2014 X Games, Complexity became Evil Genius. Here in their first LAN, the slide began. The team ended up settling for 3rd place after falling to Optic Gaming in the championship. This was the first time they'd ever lost on Ghost, with the exception of a regional qualifier loss to Strictly Business.
Try and waste some time. NATO's going to clean up another kill on B. There's one player pushing behind as well as that though. Optic have someone on A, and with 20 seconds left, Optic Gaming have done what was the impossible. They have taken down EG. EG will not be in a grand final for the first time in a very, very long time. And look how much that means to the boys in the boost bucket.
EG was given a shot at revenge against Optic Gaming, as in the MLG Anaheim Championship, they would face off against Optic Gaming in the Grand Final. The Grand Final would go into an overtime set, best of 5. Here, Evil Genius would take the set 3-0. But the redemption proved short, and at Gfinity, the team placed between 5th and 8th, the worst placing the team had faced since 2012, before Frag Cup 4. Next, the team would head to UMG Nashville. Here, they hoped once again for redemption, but the only thing that Karma was hoping for was to leave, which resulted in Karma's benching and the pickup of Dito, and with the pickup of Dito, the team still struggled. A 13-16 placing here resulted in the team failing to even qualify for the Season 3 playoffs.
Seconds left to play. If they can hold this split for a few more seconds, actually they might have a 3 cap coming.
Oh my goodness, I mean that play there from Claystar to get the overextend and just, you know, ET did so much work to get B back, they had nobody back to defend it. And it does look like OG will have this map. ET look like they're gonna lose.
That's it. They don't even have a cap. OG is going to clutch it down the stretch. The big plays, they had 2 in a neutral, pushed the 3 cap, and that's what it came down to in the final 60 seconds. Holy hell, what a game 1, Bryce.
At ESWC in France, the team would prove to play their last event, but they would go out with a bang, beating TCM 3-1 in the grand final. After this event, the team made the decision to part ways, and this brought about the end of the greatest franchise in Call of Duty history, and possibly the greatest team we'll ever see play the game.
And you are the champions. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling fucking great. I got the best team in the game.
Best team in the game.
And with that, we can nothing more but ask ourselves if Complexity really was the best team in the game, because for a long time, nobody could hang with them until they went down. This is a story of a decline of one of the greatest franchises known to esports. It's a disappointing story, but like all their good things, they have to come to an end.